5 secondes.
Hello, we are live on the web TV at Reggae Sun Ska, the 20th edition, and I'm joined with CHRONIXX. Hello.
Bless. I'm good.
Good, good, good. And thank you so much for joining, because you've literally just come off stage. You've had so much energy, and you must be super tired. So I really appreciate you.
Well,
being
not
here.
super, but yeah, we're just, you know, it's a calm after the storm.
Donc tu sors juste de scène, tu dois être vraiment crevé. Il est là, non, juste calme après la bonne ambiance.
How was the set for you? What was it like? What was the crowd like for you?
Well, the crowd was very good, you know, very energetic, and this is a nice festival. It's my second time here. It's really good. Yeah.
La question était comment était l'ambiance. Il a dit super bien, le public était vraiment super. C'est sa deuxième fois ici au festival.
I want to firstly just sort of go back to the start of your career. Before you launched yourself, you were working in studios, you were harmonizing for other artists. When did you know it was the right time for you to come to the forefront?
Well, I mean, it was never a right time or a wrong time. You know, it was a seamless transition, you know, through the different phases of me becoming what I am right now, you know. So, yeah, everything, every single day and every single time is connected to now. So, you know, I really enjoyed the process, though, you know. And you know, I kind of knew from I was a child that I was going to be doing music, you know. Yeah.
Donc la question était, tu as commencé ta carrière à faire des harmonisations et toutes sortes d'assistanats dans la production. Quand t'es-tu rendu compte que c'était ton moment de passer devant la scène? Il s'est dit c'est jamais le bon moment ni le mauvais, ça s'est juste passé comme ça au bon moment. Et puis il adore vraiment le procédé, comment ça s'est passé.
Can you talk about your project Dread and Terrible? What was your idea behind doing a project like that rather than just sort of releasing an album or EP? Can you take us back there?
Well, you know, I didn't notice a thing with the kind of music we were doing at the time. You know, it was a bit different from what even I was used to growing up, you know. So we ended up, you know, doing a project that was fitting for the kind of music that we were making at the time, you know, which is a lot of dub influence, you know, rubber dub, you know, form of reggae music. And yeah, the Dread and Terrible, and it also recorded a time in my musical journey where, you know, I was becoming more sensitive to a lot of the social issues that were happening, you know, and even surrounding the beginning of Rastafari in Jamaica, you know. There was a lot of issues surrounding all of that, and the Dread and Terrible project was mainly, you know, a project recording that time of me becoming more sensitive towards certain things and making a step towards spirituality, you know? Yeah.
Alors peux-tu nous parler de ton projet Dread and Terrible? Quelle était ton idée à la base en sortant le disque comme tu l'as fait? Il a dit qu'il y a beaucoup d'influences dub et rabat-dub dans le son. Puis il a enregistré à un moment où il était plus sensible aux problèmes sociaux qui se passaient. Pareil. C'est vraiment développé au niveau de sensibilité.
I really love the film, the short film that came with Rastaman Wheel Out. Your charisma just shines through the screen. What was it really like for you to make that? It looked super fun.
Yeah. You know, I always wanted to do something fun, you know, around each and every project that we work on. And that was one way. I always wanted to do something like that, you know. And somehow show our generation, you know, some of the earlier influences of our culture, you know. So, yeah, that was a fun thing to do, yeah.
On parle du court-métrage Rastaman Wheel Out. C'était vraiment super fun à regarder. Tu as un super charisme. C'était comment de faire ce film? Donc c'est quelque chose qu'il a toujours voulu faire. C'est vraiment un projet super fun.
And do you think you'd do any more of that sort of thing? Any more films? You maybe get into acting at some point.
Yeah. You know, we try to embrace all the art forms. You know, and also trying to have a natural reverence, so we don't feel like we need to actively do everything simply because we love it or we have a passion. You know, because with art was meant for artists. You know, and acting is meant for actors, and singing for singers, and etc. You know? That's just how I feel. And so if I would ever go into acting, yeah, if I discover at any point that I'm, you know, into it enough to go into it, yeah.
Il dit s'il pensait peut-être devenir un jour acteur, il a dit oui, pourquoi pas, bien que les musiciens sont des musiciens, des chanteurs sont des chanteurs. Il se dit pourquoi pas si la bonne opportunité arrive.
I saw online you've got a vlog out of your tour life, basically. It looks beautifully shot, really sort of retro style. Why is it important to show that side of your musical journey to your fans?
Well, you know, it is, I think people want to see it, you know, people want to see the life of an artist, you know. You know, and what it really feels like. They want to have an idea of what it feels like to be on a creative journey, you know. So, you know, and it's mainly to inspire other young creatives who are, you know, somehow so they can enter into music honestly, you know, and not making any wrong judgments, because you know, a lot of people get into it and use a lot of them time and focus, and then realize that it's not something that they want to do, you know. So it's really good to show people what it is in truth. So that whenever a youth come up and decide to be an artist, he knows exactly what being an artist entails. Or maybe not exactly, but because of the vlogs and thing, he have a more, you know, good insight, you know.
Donc la question faisait référence au vlog tour groupe. Pourquoi c'est important de montrer ce qu'est notre voyage? Ils disent que les gens veulent vraiment voir ça, veulent voir tous les côtés d'un artiste, le procédé créatif aussi.
So your new album, Chronology, is out now, but before that came out, you've had a lot of success already for any artist to be able to play at Central Park and things like that. Did you feel pressure going into the studio? If so, how did you deal with it?
Well, you know, I put a lot of pressure on myself, you know. So much that I seriously can't even attempt to deal with the pressure that the rest of the world is trying, you know. So all the pressure is my personal pressure. You know, the pressure of knowing that to whom much is given, much is expected, you know, and also the pressure of knowing that this is what I always wanted to do, so here's a chance to do it, you know, so yeah. And but it was mainly fun making the album. It was a learning experience because we worked with a lot of older musicians, and it was a lot of young musicians working with people who we look up to, you know, all our lives. So yeah, it was a fun thing, you know, being in studio with so many great musicians and things. So, and it was also good in the end when I listen to it now as a person who loves music. I listen to the album and I realize, what, it's a nice album, you know. So yeah, it was good realizing in the end that it's a good enough work, you know, and it's a nice place from which I can progress as an artist. So I'm personally excited about what next is to come, you know? Yeah.
Donc la question était, est-ce que tu as eu vraiment déjà beaucoup de succès, tu as joué déjà à Central Park et tout ça. Comment tu as amené ça dans ton disque, la réception de ton disque? Il dit qu'il se met beaucoup de pression lui-même. mais il prend les choses quand même avec pas mal de fun. Et puis il est assez humble dans le sens où il apprend des autres musiciens plus âgés que lui.
Okay, we've got to wrap up, but I just want to mention very quickly that I was online and I saw that your new single, Likes, has got 1 million views today. It actually happened today. So congratulations for that. It seems that your music has been really well received, and I wish we could talk for longer. I know that you've got to head off as well, but thank you, CHRONIXX, so much for joining us here at Reggae Sun Ska. Thank you.
Yeah, man, big respect to everyone. More love.
More love.